Yo guys, it has been a hot minute. To be honest, guys, it has been a very very long time since I've gone live, and to be honest, I took a break from just recording and going live and just associating with YouTube. I mean, yeah, I watch videos on YouTube, but I didn't really upload at all. I did a couple movie skits and stuff, but other than that, I ain't. I haven't gone live in so long. I haven't shown y'all any training. I mean, I do have a TikTok and an Instagram that I constantly post on. But other than that, I kind of just abandoned YouTube, like, completely. But it's been good. Life has been really good. Not if y'all wanted to know, but Jesus Christ has been really changing my life from my old habits and my old ways. And he's been really just like improving me, just like with cussing. I haven't been cussing a lot. And he's been breaking those chains in my life, and he's been revealing holy things. Because yes, on this earth there's gonna be cool things like boxing. Dude, boxing's so cool. I love boxing. Money is awesome. We need money to live, pay bills, pay the rent, buy groceries, buy your children things, blah blah blah. Money is all good. Getting a relationship with a girlfriend or something, that's also amazing. And it's a blessing by God, but these are earthly things. There's two separate things, and we need to focus on what's heavenly. Because if you focus on what's above, if you put your faith in Jesus Christ and you trust in God that He's going to lead you, He will lead you. But God not only needs to be on top of your life, He not only needs to be number one, but you need to trust in Him and His righteousness in everything that you do. In everything that you do, you should be able to represent God. Everything that you say, every decision that you make, it should be calculated. And we should ask God for help when we make decisions. Ask God for wisdom and knowledge. And the more you trust in God in earthly things, the better person you become. The more you continue to grow in your faith in Him and choose Him above the world. Because yes, the world is evil. And to be honest, money's good. But it's also very, very bad if it's in the wrong hands. So you need to make sure that when you have money, that you don't go spending it on stupid crap, prostitution, weird videos, drugs, alcohol, all of that stuff, because that leads you to death and destruction. But if you go through life being guided by this spirit that Christ gives you and striving for the kingdom of God, striving for eternal life, and putting your full faith in God, He will teach you things. He'll reveal you things. And most of all, He'll put opportunities in your life so you can also bring people to Him. That's the beauty of Jesus Christ. For John 14:6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father except through me. And He proved that He's the way, the truth, and the life with His teachings, teaching His apostles that He has appointed. His amazing teachings about honoring your father and your mother, about the first and the second greatest commandments, loving God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, loving your neighbor, being the light, revenge, not taking revenge, leaving revenge to God. And also his amazing ethical teachings. It's so amazing. And also the miracles He performed on earth. The things He did in the name of God, because He is God. He and the Father are one. He explained that He and the Father are one. And He proved that when He got hung on a crossbeam for several hours. And he turned to the enemies who put him on the cross, and he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Immense levels of forgiveness. And then he proved himself by not only raising Lazarus from the dead, but he himself raised from the dead 3 days later, proving to everybody that he is who he says he is, and that eternal life is only found through him. And if you trust in him, he will point you the Holy Spirit, and he himself will guide you, lead you to him, speak to you, and he will give you immense blessings because of your faith. With faith, all things are possible. And that's what he's been teaching me, guys. That's what he's been growing me in. He's been growing me in faith, so that every aspect that I walk in is for his glory. And yes, I'm not perfect. Yes, I'm going to slip a cuss word. Yes, I'm going to do something that I shouldn't be doing. But praise the Lord that he gives me that conviction, that he corrects me, like a father would correct his son. He corrects me, and he leads me back on the right path. And because of him, I am saved. Because of him, I am made righteous. I am made pure. And thank God that I have a Father who loves me so much, and enough to correct me when I go wrong, and enough to lead me into his blessings. And life has so much meaning now because Christ is life. Hold on, guys. Huh? All right. Let me just check and make sure we're live. Huh? But yeah. That's been my journey, guys. Faith. Trusting in God, letting him lead my life. And I've been reaping so many benefits from him. I am a better person now because of him. And it's just like, looking back where I was 2 years ago, it's like, thank God that he saved my life and he's grown me so much. And he's also given me opportunities to be able to call others as well, and be a light to the world, because the world is dark. But he's called me to be that light, and he's shown me so much, and he's given me so many opportunities to also lead others to that light as well, the light of Jesus Christ. It's truly amazing, guys. What is this crap?
Avon's skin so soft. Dude, that was the shit to get rid of fleas and everything off the dog. Those fleas go down. Feel it on, just feel it. Is it soft?
Soft.
Soft as hell. That's some good stuff. I didn't even know that was in that box. I just opened it.
Yeah.
Skin's so soft.
Skin's so soft.
People are like, what's he doing? He's got the gel out. Be careful over there, dude.
Yeah, I know. Alright. That's my mother, by the way, guys. And, oh, there's a dime. Hold on. But, I still got my bag. I actually got a new, training bag. This is called an aqua bag. And I also still have the reflex bag, the speed bag, and I also still got Bob. And my big old TV. I also got a new bed, and, my room's been upgraded a lot. But, let's have a chat, guys. We're gonna be talking right now about Canelo and Mbilli. Now, this fight I'm actually looking forward to so much because I tried to live stream the Canelo vs Crawford event, which I wasn't very pleased with because, of course, Canelo is my favorite, and Canelo got absolutely wiped by Crawford. I mean, Canelo held in there, but Crawford just boxed him, outfoxed him, and but now we're looking at Canelo versus Mbilli, and this is like a whole different type of fight for Canelo. Because right now, when Canelo fought Crawford, Crawford was on that back foot. Crawford was outboxing him. But now, he's going up against Christian Mbilli, who is a knockout artist, pretty much. Like 70% of his 70% of his, actually like 80% of his wins are by knockout. And Mbilli is just a straight pressure fighter. Straight pressure. He's just all up in you that whole time. He's got the head movement, he got the high guard, he's up in there, he likes to throw the he likes to follow up, like he likes to go to dig to the body, left hook, right hook. He's a French Mike Tyson. But the thing is, he's playing exactly into Canelo Alvarez's trap. Canelo strives for fights like that. Canelo strives for the infight. He loves infighting. That Canelo's a pressure fighter himself. That's what Canelo strives for. But the other people just get scared and they jab him and they back up. But Canelo, he's about to go up against somebody who is a straight dog, who is a straight pressure fighter, who isn't scared of the punch, who he strives for the punch. That's what Canelo wants. Canelo is best at setting counters against the ropes. He's best at setting counters. He loves that rear uppercut and that rear left hook, and that's what Mbilli's going to be pushing Canelo against the ropes. Mbilli's really... That's my buddy. Oh, we got one viewer. I think that might be Willie. Yo, is this Willie? Is Willie viewing right now? It's probably just some random dude. But back to the Canelo talk. And Billy's gonna be pushing up against Canelo. He's gonna be pushing real hard. But Canelo loves that. You know, Canelo's been up against people like Liam Smith, Gennady Golovkin. He's been up against Livmore Ndu. You probably don't know who that is. That was like a fight way back in the past. He is best against fighters like that. He's best against fighters who pressure him. Canelo's the best at setting counter traps like that. That's where he works best. So Mbilli is basically tailor-made for Canelo. The only problem that Canelo's going to have, though, is the speed of Mbilli. Mbilli, like I said, he's a French Mike Tyson. He is extremely, extremely explosive. And Canelo, let's be honest, guys, Canelo isn't as fast as he used to be. I mean, an old line is still a line, but Canelo isn't as fast as he used to be. You know? I've seen him go up against Munguia, Berlanga. He's still got that power. But how he used to throw them combination punches, it isn't there anymore. He's more of like a bam, 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 bam. He's a one-punch power. Bam, bam. He's like to set up traps for one-punch counters to get the job done. But Canelo's going to need to turn up the amp a little bit against Christian Mbilli. If Canelo wants to beat Christian Mbilli, he can't be using one-punch knockouts because Christian Mbilli has a solid chin. Canelo's going to have to start punching in bunches again. He's going to have to start being aggressive. Because we can see Mbilli's power. And Canelo, he's got an amazing chin. But he can't risk getting hit. Canelo's defense, he's so subtle at parrying. Being able to avoid the punches. Roll the punches. Counter. Boom. Pull back. uppercut. 1-2. That's Canelo right there. Canelo's best at. He's explosive, but he's also a very calculated pressure fighter. When Canelo pressures you, he doesn't go in like Mbilli, like, oh. Canelo is like subtle. He like baits you, feints you. And then sometimes Canelo just bam bam comes in really explosive. And then he bam baits you with that left hook. That's how he fights. He breaks you down mentally up against the ropes. That's what Canelo does. And Mbilli, his pressure is straight Tyson pressure, man. And Mbilli is just straight up like he wants to get on the inside as quick as possible. My prediction: Canelo knockout round 8. Why? Because in this fight, Canelo is going to be on the back foot. Pretty much the whole fight. If you have seen Canelo versus Kirkland, you've seen how Kirkland pushed Canelo up against those ropes. He just went to town. Canelo had the guard up. He was like this. But Canelo in the guard, bam, he threw that right uppercut so fast. Stunned Kirkland. Kirkland went on the back foot. He wasn't as aggressive as he used to be. In round 1, 1:30, Canelo did a left hook and a right hand, sent Kirkland down. And Canelo continued to batter him the whole first round. And in the first half of the second round, too. But that's old Canelo. That's prime Canelo. Can Canelo now do that? I believe he can. And Mbilli doesn't have a lot of head movement. And Mbilli is going to fall right into those traps. And yes, Mbilli's going to keep on pushing against Canelo. And he might land a few punches against Canelo. That might make the crowd go like, what? But Canelo is just going to roll with them punches. He's going to eat those punches. And with the guard, he's going to be able to take those punches better. And he's going to fire that counter left. And fire that counter uppercut. And over time, when Canelo keeps countering Mbilli cleanly, Mbilli's going to start getting them wear and tear. He hasn't been up against anybody like Canelo before. He hasn't been up against Canelo Alvarez. He's going to feel those counter punches. Because Canelo has explosive power on the inside. And when Mbilli feels those counter punches, the first 4 rounds, I think they're going to be close. Some of them might even be Mbilli rounds. But the more Canelo counters Mbilli's going to start going on the back foot. Round 5, Canelo's going to start advancing. Yeah, Mbilli's going to stay on the inside. But he's not going to be aggressive as he used to be in the first 4 rounds. And Mbilli's going to keep on getting clipped by Canelo. Round 5, Mbilli's going to get rocked by a Canelo left hook. Because I feel when Mbilli throws him body punches, he goes like this. He leaves everything open. I feel like Canelo's going to be on the ropes, and Mbilli's going to go for that. And Canelo's just going to bam. Straight. And Mbilli's going to feel it. He's going to get rocked. And I've seen Mbilli get rocked before. When Mbilli gets rocked, he likes to go like that. He doesn't back up. He kind of stays on the inside. And he keeps on like trying to duck. Sergey Derevyanchenko hurt him with a broken hand. Sergey Derevyanchenko was fighting Mbilli with only his right arm. And he was hurting Mbilli. And Mbilli was taking punches. Canelo's got 2 hands. Canelo is going to start punching in bunches. And he's going to start hurting Mbilli. Round 6. And Mbilli's going to have the heart. He's going to keep on trying to come back. But Canelo is going to get him. And finally in round 7. Canelo is going to land what he did against Jaime Munguia. That left body shot and that right uppercut. that's going to send Mbilli on the floor. And Mbilli has never faced a knockdown before. He's never been wobbled that bad before. But it's going to happen. And Mbili's going to feel it. He's going to get pressured. And that round's going to end. Round 8. Mbili's going to come out with everything that he has. But he's going to be gassed. Canelo still has his mind, and Mbilli has been boggled by Canelo's counterpunches. And Canelo is going to put him up against the ropes. Canelo's going to hit him with that right hand. And Mbili's going to go staggering. He's going to go up against the ropes. And Canelo's just going to be mean machine. I don't know if Canelo's going to knock Mbilli out, but Canelo's going to get a stoppage. Or he might get another knockdown in round 8. But round 8, mark my words and listen very closely. Round 8, Canelo is going to get the job done. And Mbili's going to be staggering. And Canelo's just going to go like this. After the ref calls it off. Mark my words. So, let's kind of show you kind of like the comparison. Alright? So, we obviously have Mbilli highlights, and we're also going to show Canelo's highlights as well. Mbilli, he punches a lot faster than Canelo. But Canelo punches so much more accurately that Mbilli's going to start feeling him. Canelo's just going to dodge, block, smother, and avoid most of Mbilli's punches. And Canelo's going to land in really clean counter punches. Firstly, let's show Christian Mbilli. I was watching Canelo and Berlanga earlier. Mbilli versus Derevyanchenko. This is him against Sergey Derevyanchenko. Derevyanchenko also fought Munguia. Almost beat Munguia, actually.
T-Mobile's Friday Night 5G Lights is back with over $8.4 million in prizes, including a $1 million home field upgrade. So register now, because this year it could be your town, your team, your story that wins it all.
No, for real though, just listen. Alright. So we're just going to put the quality. There we go.
Mbilli, big right hand, shot. Clubbing right hand, then it goes to the body. Derevyanchenko's off balance. He tried to hold on. Mbilli gets it. Two-punch combination from Derevyanchenko. Mbilli, what sweep and follow right.
Still clipping him.
Right uppercut on the inside from Derevyanchenko.
See? And Mbilli's just, he kind of doesn't have a lot of head movement. He just goes up with a high guard.
That's a good combination right there.
Finish to the body with the left hand, and still Mbilli always on the attack.
But,
clubbing right hand.
He's not, Canelo's not going to be
back of his
sloppy.
head, left hook on the inside.
He's going to
Man,
have
oh
that
man, is this a good fight.
straight high guard. He's not going to be able to hurt.
Big right hand from Mbilli. Then he digs down. Final seconds of round 3 as he tries to go to the body again. Okay, so if you look at the left bicep, and also notice that he's not throwing his left, he's his jab.
Look at this. Look at this right here. No hate against Mbilli. And Mbili's a great fighter. It's just he can't be making these mistakes against Canelo.
Okay, so if you
look at him. Look at this.
look at the
Do you think that Canelo's just gonna let him push up against him like this Canelo's going to fire back with a 1-2, I think. I think right here Canelo would just fire a 1-2. Right there. It's just to set the record straight, set the pace of the fight. Boom. I can just imagine Mbilli going up against Canelo right now. Canelo is just going like that and blocking him. But, you know, props to Mbilli for going up against Derevyanchenko. Ooh, that's some good pressure. That's a good winding right. But Canelo's just going to go like and weave it. Canelo's head movement is extraordinary. A good uppercut by Mbilli. You can't be making these mistakes against Canelo. Boom. See, you can't be doing that. Nah. No. His guard is so wide, you know. If he kept on, if he was trying to do this again. See, look. Look at this. When Mbilli gets rocked and hurt, that's all he knows how to do. He knows how to guard up, go like that, and try and avoid the punches. And Derevyanchenko's left bicep is torn right now, so he's only fighting with the right hand. And he's still clipping Mbilli. Imagine Canelo when he rocks Mbilli, and Mbilli's going like this. Canelo's just gonna bam, 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 and Billy's not gonna know what's coming. Went to the body, and then reining in right hands is Derevyanchenko. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, big right hand. And another one. He's in trouble.
Save him. He can't be throwing them wide rights against Canelo. Canelo's going to trap him so bad and counter so bad. It's not even going to be funny. And Mbilli might be the faster puncher. But Canelo is far, far more powerful and more accurate. And Mbilli's just got a wide dispersion of power. Canelo knows where to put his power. Canelo doesn't punch without thinking. Canelo knows what to do. Mbilli just throws.
To the belt line and a big right hand up top. The undefeated Canadian Christian Mbilli. Oh, a left hook sends him back. And a thudding right hand from range. You could hear the damage that time. Still a lot of time to go here in round 10. And Mbilli, look at this. He goes down to the body and then up top with a right hand. And another right hand up top.
Derevyanchenko only had one hand and he's still flipping Mbilli. You can't be doing that against Canelo.
Throwing punches, exchanging with the dangerous Mbilli here down the stretch. Big right hand that he ate. I mean, this is brutal stuff. And somehow this game Ukrainian is showing this level of pride being beaten down.
I love Derevyanchenko.
Efren LeBron scores it 100-90. Steve Weisfeld has it 99-91. And Pasquale Procopio has it 98-92 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the WBA International and WBC Continental America Super Middleweight Champ, Christian Solid Mbilli.
He's 28. No, we're going to hear from...
Son. I mean, it was a good fight. Mbilli did a lot. Derevyanchenko only had one hand, but he kept on hurting him. Now, let's look at Canelo fighting a similar fighter. Prime Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's going to be still doing this now, but it's not as fast.
Good evening, and welcome to Minute Maid Park here in Houston, Texas, USA, and the main... professional victories, including 31 wins by knockout.
Alvarez! This is Mom.
Open up my mic. All right, we're set to go. 10-point must-scoring system, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight in case of an accidental foul. We go to the scorecards after the 4th round is complete. Canelo Alvarez and James Kirkland. And boy, you can feel the enthusiasm in this crowd.
You really can. The enthusiasm of 40,000 fans, and everybody expects James Kirkland to start very fast.
With the green trim on his black trunks is Canelo Alvarez to the left of your screen. Now with his back to you, that's Kirkland trying to put the pressure on immediately.
Kirkland usually starts fast, is very frenetic, very active, but he's also susceptible to knockdowns in the early round.
By the way, Alvarez has never been down as a professional or an amateur fighter. Kirkland was knocked out one time by Noble.
That's what Canelo's going to do to Mbilli. Look at this.
Professional or an amateur fighter. Kirkland was knocked out one time.
Did you see that right hand he landed? That's what Canelo's going to do to Mbilli. When he keeps on pressuring Canelo, Canelo's going to keep staying at high guard and keep on countering Kirkland, not Kirkland, but Mbilli. And Mbilli is going to eventually have wear and tear. I think Mbilli is going to be going longer than Kirkland did. But I have a feeling that he's not going to be able to handle the punch through all 12 rounds.
By Noble Ishida in Las Vegas. And that was of the first round. He was down 3 times in that fight. And right now he's just teeing off on Canelo Alvarez. Alvarez trying to weather the storm here in the early...
For a few rounds, and Mbilli might actually win them. But Canelo's going to end up catching up. It's kind of like what he did to Munguia. He adjusted. And he countered. And even now at 36, Canelo is still a beast. He's still got a chin. He's not by any means weak. He went 12 rounds with Terrence Bud Crawford. And actually won a few of the rounds. Maybe like 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, Crawford still schooled him, but he went with definitely the pound-for-pound GOAT, #1.
Going, trying to figure out what he's going to do. He knew this guy would pressure him. There's the head in his face, and John Shirley says...
Crawford didn't hurt Canelo. Crawford just outboxed him. Canelo was never hurt in that fight.
Hey, watch that stuff. Not going to have any of that.
Yeah, it's not just pressure, it's roughhouse tactics.
And that's the way you would expect Kirkland to fight. It's his best shot. Goes with that straight left hand.
And Canelo's just going to hit him with that bam, bam. That left hook right uppercut, or that left hook right hand. And then Bill's going to start feeling it.
It's like the lip is bloodied already of Alvarez.
That could have come from a clash of heads, but it could have been a punch as well. Kirkland.
And when Mbilli starts pushing, Canelo's just going to counter with that right hand, too.
Has landed his left hand a few times.
Settle down a bit now. Nice right hand, nice right uppercut. And any time that...
In the later rounds, he's going to start backing up because he's going to start feeling those punches.
Alvarez does anything, you're going to hear the crowd react to what he does. The right hand catches Kirkland, left hand missed with the right.
Kirkland's legs stiffened a little bit from some of those shots. Like I said, he's always been susceptible in the opening round of his bouts.
And he goes down.
That's going to eventually happen to Mbilli when he gets rocked. Canelo's just going to keep pushing on him. And Mbilli's going to try and fire back. But Canelo's just going to weave it. He's going to do the pullback counter with the right uppercut that he usually does. And Mbilli's going to feel that.
Right on the chin. Just as you said it, he's been susceptible in the early going. He was hit right on the chin by Saul Canelo Alvarez, and down he went. How about that? What a surprise. That's what we may have expected Kirkland to do in the early going. He tried, but all of a sudden Alvarez has snapped right back and has this guy in some trouble here. Uppercuts, right hands.
Smart of Alvarez.
We're gonna think, a lot of casuals think that Mbilli's power is gonna be too much for Canelo. But to be honest, Canelo's accuracy is gonna be too much for Mbilli to handle with power of its own. Canelo's power and accuracy is gonna outmatch Mbilli's widely dispersed power, because you know Mbilli has a lot of power, a lot of it, but he throws at random. He doesn't have the ring IQ like Canelo.
Has to work the body of Kirkland. A lot of guys try to go for the head of Kirkland after they knock him down in the early rounds, and Kirkland always comes back, except for that one fight against Ishida.
Canelo is more defensively sound now than he was then, but it's just Canelo now doesn't have a lot of like punches and bunches that he used to do.
He's always bounced back from
in this fight. we're going to see Canelo start throwing a lot of those punches.
Early round knockdowns.
He's been down, as we mentioned, against Nobu Ishida. He was down 3 times in the first round of that fight before he was knocked out. He's got his wherewithal back, but the punches of Canelo Alvarez are really crisp and really clean. There's that body shot again, and that hurt him too.
That was a left hook to the liver, and it made Kirkland's legs wobble.
That's a punish you under. Solid right hand, back to the left. He's ready to go again. He doesn't answer. Surely could step in. The bell ends. Whoa!
That's going to be Canelo and Mbilli. Mbilli's just going to be rocked. And Mbilli's going to try. You saw what he did against Sergey Derevyanchenko. He was going like that. Canelo's just going to bam, 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 bam. He might be saved by the bell. Or the ref might call it off if it's earlier in the round. Mark my words, guys. Mark my words.
By the way, Alvarez has never been down as a professional or an amateur fighter. Kirkland was knocked out 1 time by Noble. Professional or an amateur fighter. Kirkland was knocked out 1 time.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy what Canelo's gonna do to this guy.
Oh, what a round for Alvarez!
Look at punch like
Kirkland's legs wobble.
That's a punish you under. Solid right hand, back to the left. He's ready to go again. He doesn't answer. Surely could step in. The bell ends. Whoa, what a round for Alvarez. I gotta score.
He's never gonna feel anything like that. And when Mbilli finally gets rocked by the Canelo over time, because he's gonna feel them counter punches in the beginning rounds. He's gonna keep on pushing, keep on trying to get Canelo, and he might even actually hit Canelo a couple times. Just kind of like what he did against Lester Martinez. But eventually, that wear and tear is gonna be too much for him, and he's gonna taste a big counter by Canelo, and that's gonna be him. He's gonna start going on the back foot, because he's gonna be rocked. That's the thing. Canelo is he knows exactly where the hand placement is. Now let's watch round 2. Sorry.
Sensational first round against James Kirkland, who we almost expected to try to do that to Canelo, but Canelo's a total charge.
Did you see that left hook?
Who we almost expected to try to do that to Canelo, but Canelo's a
look at that. He did a flash step left hook to him. That's gonna be Mbilli right there. Look at this guy. He's like, bro, that's gonna be Mbilli. Maybe in the later rounds, because Kirkland is also smaller than Mbilli, and this was also 154 pounds, not 168.
He caught him again, and again, and again. Look at these clean shots. He better answer, or is surely going to step in.
I hope that Canelo has the punches and bunches like this, like in this fight against James Kirkland. I hope he's got that now, because I know it's still there. Canelo's just been against opponents who aren't punching back like Mbilli, so he doesn't have really a need to throw as many punches. He saved his stamina. But when he goes up against a puncher like Mbilli, mark my words, we're going to see those punches and bunches coming back out.
Kirkland's not the kind of guy to hang on. He's not the kind of guy to tie his opponent up. He usually survives rough spots by firing back, and he's not doing it.
He just tried to get back in. If he takes about 4 or 5 more clean shots, he's in danger of having this fight stopped. The people would like to see a bit more, but wow. What a start for Canelo Alvarez. We told you it would be fast and furious.
And it's good for Canelo to score these shots now, because James Kirkland is a momentum-type fighter. Once he gets his momentum going, he's hell on wheels, and he's very hard to stop once he's warmed up. It's best to catch him when he's cold and still warming up.
Now, fans, he's not totally there yet. He's very flat-footed. He's very loose in the knees, heavy in the heels. I'm talking about Kirkland. Canelo has hit him with some real heavy shots here in the second round, as well as dropping him in the first.
If Alvarez thinks that by evading punches, he'll let Kirkland punch himself out, that won't happen. Kirkland is used to throwing like 100 punches a round. I think
Papa J10, you think Mbilli is gonna gas? I believe, because we've seen Mbilli's stamina. When he went up against Lester Martinez at the Canelo Crawford undercard, when we saw him go up against Martinez, he went all 10 rounds. But the thing is, I think he's going to gas a lot quicker because he's going to have to be more defensively sound, because he's going to be taking a lot more punches. He's going to be taking a lot more of Canelo's punches cleaner than he did against Lester Martinez. He took Lester Martinez's punches. He's actually got hurt a few times by Lester Martinez. And to be honest, I thought Lester Martinez won that fight, but it went to a draw. But in all my honesty, Papa J, I think he's going to get gassed out a lot quicker. And to be honest, I think Canelo's going to end up catching him on the back foot. And Billy's going to be backing up. Mark my words.
Canelo has...
He might back, and he might come back. He might, have a little spur of energy, go back on the front foot. Try pushing Canelo up. But Canelo's just going to keep on clipping him. Because Canelo thrives in fights like these. He loves fights like these. And he knows how to counter exactly with fights like these.
To still answer back and land punches, even when he's not getting hit.
Kirkland goes southpaw, and he's able to be hit with the right hand now.
See? And Billy's going to try and throw a right, like Kirkland did. And Canelo's just going to go. He's going to pull back. And the punch is just going to go right past him. And then Canelo is just going to wind that uppercut. And then Mbilli's going to go down. Round 7. Round 7, and Mbilli's going to get knocked down. Round 8. And Mbilli's going to try and show his heart. But Canelo's going to knock him down again. And then he's going to finish him. And the ref's going to call off the fight. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He's not going to be ready for Canelo's output and power. Yeah. Seriously, though. Canelo now, he doesn't punch as much as like when he went up against Kirkland right here. Because he didn't need to. You know what I mean? But in this fight, where he's going up against a similar fighter like James Kirkland, we're going to see prime Canelo's coming back a little bit. And it's going to get ugly. And Billy's not ready for Canelo's sound counter punches. Let's keep on watching this fight, though.
He lunges with his left hand. It's a bad idea, I think, for Kirkland Lowe. He trains that way.
He's just going to counter with that left and right uppercut. He's going to counter with the right hand. He counters really good on the back.
Saul Alvarez coming with that uppercut.
Flipped and caught. And Canelo might be caught too. But Canelo is so much more defensively sound than Mbilli. He knows how to block the body, the head. He knows how to put his gloves. He's got a dynamic high guard. So he's not just like this. He's rolling, boom. He's parrying jabs and stuff. He's countering. And when Mbilli's actually trying to get closer to Canelo, like trying to push, Canelo's going to keep on jabbing. And yeah, Canelo's going to be backing up. He's going to be jabbing. He might throw that 1-2. And Mbilli's not going to be ready for it. But when he eventually gets to Canelo, which he is, he's going to try pushing him against those ropes. And Canelo's going to be against the ropes. Just like this. And then Mbilli's going to try doing his thing where he goes like, like goes to the body like Mike Tyson. But that's the thing. Mbilli, he leaves himself wide open. So when he tries doing that, Canelo's just going to counter with that left hook. Boom. And Mbilli's going to feel that. Then Canelo's going to follow with that right hand. I'll show you Mbilli versus Martinez so you can kind of see what I'm talking about.
Alvarez is defending well in the corner here, but I'd like to see him mount some offense. He's allowing Kirkland to warm up and get back into this fight, even though Alvarez isn't getting hurt.
Yeah, he's not hitting him with real clean and heavy shots. Alvarez now works his way out of that corner, now with his back still to the ropes. He's very happy with what he's able to do. Puts the head on the shoulder, pushes him off, trying to get some room to land the big right hand.
It's good stuff from Alvarez when he lets his hands go. But he's always been one to get off in spots, which allows a volume puncher like James Kirkland to work his way back into a fight. One thing about Kirkland, he works consistently for 3 minutes if you let him.
Well, he's working consistently for 3 minutes in this round. His leg.
Kirkland can probably go 10 rounds, 12 rounds. But that's the thing, though. He got hit so early in the fight with Canelo that he gassed out so much quicker. That's going to be Mbilli against Canelo.
He's still kind of heavy, but he hasn't stopped throwing punches. Alvarez needs to create some room, create some distance instead of hanging on to that glove. Finally, he's got some. Walked right into an uppercut. Create some distance instead of hanging on to that glove. Finally, he's got some.
Yeah, that high guard is rough, because even if Mbilli hit him, Canelo's just going to keep coming. Yeah, Mbilli throws a lot, and it leaves gaps in some of those long combinations last time I watched him. Dude, you're a good studier, man. You know your stuff. That's what's up, dude. You know, bro. So, Papa J, yeah. That high guard is rough, bro. Canelo, he's got a good high guard. And Mbilli's not going to be able to get to Canelo like he did against his past fighters, like Derevyanchenko or Martinez or, I don't even know. Because I don't know half the fighters that Mbilli's fought, because half of them probably nobodies. Let's be honest. Mbilli's probably just been beating up nobodies. Canelo, he's fought everybody. Alright, there's a fly in this room. This fly is making me so angry, bro. But yeah, let me just show y'all. Let me just show you an example, bro, if you're still in this chat. Mbilli, he's got a high guard, but when he's slipping into stuff, he leaves himself open. That's why Canelo's going to commit and hit him. He's going to catch him off guard so bad.
Walked right into an uppercut. Did Kirkland.
Because he ain't fought somebody who's also a pressure fighter and counters so much better. Because usually pressure fighters are kind of like Mbilli. You know, they just throw to throw, like Isaac Cruz, Mbilli, Tyson. You know, those are what we think pressure fighters are, just people who just throw. Because Isaac Cruz, let's be honest, Isaac Cruz just throws. Mbilli just throws, looking for knockouts, like seeing maybe if it comes. If it comes, it comes. Canelo is so precise with his knockouts. You know, in his past fights, he's gotten 45% accuracy in his punches. He's a very, very accurate. But he's also an offensive counterpuncher. So he's offensive, yeah. But he doesn't just charge. He's calculated. He feints you. He jabs you. He waits for an opening and he commits. He don't just go in wildly. But he knows. And he's going to be expecting this against Mbilli. Because he's going to be watching Mbilli. And that's all that Canelo knows for Mbilli. He's just pushing forward. And Mbilli's not going to be expecting Canelo's counterpunches. Yeah, you can watch it on tape. You can watch Canelo's punches on tape. But if you're doing the same thing and not changing up your style against Canelo, you're going to get clipped. Because Canelo's just going to adjust. The thing why Crawford beat Canelo is because Crawford changed up his game plan. Crawford kept Canelo thinking with feints, switching from southpaw to orthodox. Kept on parrying, countering in so many different areas. And he even beat Canelo in the pocket because he was just bam, bam, blocking more punches, bam, bam, bam. And Mbilli don't do that. Mbilli ain't no Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford will floor Mbilli. Let's be real here. Yeah. He may just walk Mbilli down with that high guard if Mbilli doesn't get his respect early. if Mbilli don't get his respect, and to be honest, I think in the early rounds, Mbilli might actually win some of them. Like the first 4 rounds, Mbilli might win 2 of them. Like the first 2. Because Canelo's not adjusted yet. But when Canelo starts, adjusting to those punches and countering, Mbilli's punch output's going to start slowing down. And yeah, he's going to still be punching. But Canelo's going to start punching a lot more. Then it's going to get even, 50-50. They're going to be punching at the same time. But the thing is, Mbilli's not going to be landing a lot of his punches because Mbilli's punch accuracy is not there. Canelo's punch accuracy, oh yeah, it is. Who knows? We might even see Canelo get rocked one time. He might feel it. Yep. Canelo was almost like Mbilli against Crawford. Canelo, let's be honest, Canelo actually won maybe 4 or 5 rounds against Crawford. But it's just Crawford is just so much of a beast, bro. Canelo didn't change up his game plan. It's kind of going to be like the same thing with Mbilli against Canelo. They're going to switch the roles. Canelo and Mbilli are going to be switching the roles. That's why Crawford beat him. Crawford is just so much of it. He's just a boxer. He's a pure boxer. Canelo can fight sometimes. Canelo ain't just calculated. When Canelo gets in that pocket and counters you good, when he sees you rocked, Canelo's going to go in there, man. He's going to get you good.
And another one, that wasn't one as heavy as the first one. Closing seconds now, the second round. Boy, Alvarez had a sensational first.
But when he needs to be defensively sound, he's going to be defensively sound. He's going to keep that guard. He's going to roll those punches, slip those punches. He's going to, pull back. And he's going to back up.
Round, I scored at 10-7, and that's a 10-9 round.
He never been in a fight like this. Never been in a fight like this.
Yeah, you have any?
Yeah, one more. How you feeling? Tell me you're feeling good.
Saul Alvarez landing a perfect left uppercut while James Kirkland's back was to the ropes in round 2. See another angle of it. He kind of fakes with it, but man, he winds up. Oh, this is a left hook. Devastating stuff from Saul Alvarez early in round 2. James Kirkland did fight his way back into that round.
All right, we get ready to move.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Round number 3, Minute Maid Park. The latest crowd count we've heard is in excess of 40,000 here. Oh, about that, folks. And the Mexican fans in attendance love every minute of it, although James Kirkland is from Austin, Texas. Make no mistake about it. This is a home game for Canelo Alvarez. Alvarez to the right of his screen. And here's James Kirkland doing what he always does, and that's firing a lot of punches. Alvarez is hitting the clean shots and the heavier blows, but Kirkland won't stop throwing unless Alvarez can stop him in his tracks.
Because, that's actually good. That's a good, I just caught it. That's a good left by Kirkland. But it did not hurt Canelo. Oh my days, but that's going to be Mbilli. He's going to be a little bit more gassed with Canelo because Canelo's going to be hitting him a lot more. The reason why Kirkland is so gassed right now, because I've seen Kirkland go 10 rounds and still have that fire. The reason Kirkland is so gassed right now is because Canelo clipped him early. He caught him off early. That's what he's going to do to Mbilli in about round 4 or 5. He's going to start catching Mbilli off guard, breaking his rhythm. And Mbili's going to start getting gas. And he's going to have to do last resort, And yeah, Mbili's going to keep on pressuring him. Of course he is. But Canelo's going to be so defensively sound that Mbili's not going to know what to do. He's just going to stick to the same tactics and tricks. That right hand, that winding left, the body shots. Canelo's just going to absorb them. And he's going to fire back a lot more powerful.
Take advantage of these lulls in offense from Alvarez. Although Alvarez is doing a decent job of defending along the ropes, When Alvarez just plants his feet, leans against ropes, or just stands in center ring and covers up, Kirkland does have an opportunity to score points.
Well, Kirkland worked so hard in this training camp like none other. He said, had the nutritionist, younger brother's a nutritionist.
Canelo's just barely missed by a couple inches, and Mbilli's stamina is going to be wasted.
Had the proper food for this. None of these punches are hurting. They're like little shoe shine
None of these
punches.
punches are hurting Canelo. That's going to be the same for Mbilli. Mbilli is not going to hurt Canelo. But Mbilli's going to get hurt pretty bad.
Not really setting down in the punches. Alvarez is just gobbling them up.
Yeah, the steam doesn't seem there in Kirkland's punches, although with Alvarez's facial structure and his skin tone, it doesn't take a lot for him to mark up.
He ain't going to hurt. He ain't going to hurt.
They're very fair, complected.
And see, when Mbilli tries pressuring him, Canelo's just going to back up and jab him. He's just going to jab him. Kirkland just throwing and Canelo just rolling. Exactly, bro. Canelo's just letting Kirkland gas himself out. But I feel like Mbilli got a little bit more stamina than Kirkland, so Canelo's going to fire back a lot more.
So he bruises easy. He marks up.
Two hard punches.
Look at that.
And so he bruises easy. He marks up.
Two hard punches.
You gonna catch Mbilli so off guard.
All of that stuff that
he's going to try coming. He's going to keep on coming. And look at this.
Kirkland has thrown didn't have as much effect as those two punches that Alvarez just had.
Mbilli knows nothing else but to keep pushing forward. And Mbilli's going to fall right into Canelo's trap. Kirkland trying to break through.
Another right hand and another right.
And I love that Alvarez continues to work the body.
Look at these shots.
That's gonna be Mbilli, bro.
Alvarez to the left of your screen landing heavy power shots.
Boom. Canelo's just going to catch Mbilli off guard. Just like Kirkland. Because Canelo's going to be backing up. And Mbilli's going to be trying to push forward. And this is going to happen.
The uppercut caught him coming forward.
Now, is it going to
Counts up to 3 and 4. Kirkland's eyes are clear. He's up at 6. Have to take the 8 count. So he's been down for the second time in the fight.
If Kirkland can get up, he's going to fight. He's always going to want to fight. He's never going to give up.
But his legs are not there. This time,
I don't know if Mbilli is going to go out like this. But if he does, Canelo's going to snatch that WBC belt. And he's gonna make Hamza Shirez and Ozzy Iglesias fight. And when they fight, he's going to fight the winner. And he might even have a rematch with Munguia, because Munguia is the WBO, I think. Yeah, Munguia is the WBO champ.
He's getting up.
Wow.
Is he counting or is it all over?
No, it's over.
All over.
It's over.
That's might be Mbilli. Now let's look at Mbilli versus Martinez. Oh, no. And also, hold on, before we do this, just look at this. I wonder if you can zoom forward. You gotta look at the face off first. Mbilli is supposed to be like an inch taller than
They say
Canelo,
tennis is great for
right?
remembering you can customize and save
He's
hundreds
supposed
of
to be
car
an inch
insurance with
taller
Liberty
than Canelo.
Mutual.
Do they,
Canelo
Doug?
looks to be the same height. Canelo looks taller than Mbilli. Look at this. Hold on. Just analyze this. Because when I get into my predictions, I get very, very in-depth with it. Canelo's neck is so much wider than Mbilli's neck. Canelo is thicker than Mbilli. Canelo's way thicker than Mbilli. That's just how it is. That's just the truth. Canelo is thicker than Mbilli. Canelo's going to be able to take them punches a lot better. He's got that wider neck. He's got a better chin than Mbilli. Let's be real here. Canelo's been putting in that work in the gym. has been putting in that work. He's improving his conditioning. So he's going to be able to go them 12 rounds because he knows that it's going to be a war. So when Canelo is training for those 12 rounds, he's training for it. He's waiting for it. He's working on his explosiveness. You can see that. He's working on his explosiveness. From that right hand, you can see Canelo's working on that. Actually, that's his left hand. You know what I mean? He's working on that because that's that same left hook that he has. He's working on that for Mbilli. He's working on his explosiveness. I just want to see. He's working on his balance. But I think Mbilli's working on his center. This right here, this device right here, that's for balance. And you know, Canelo does horseback riding, so he doesn't really train legs in the gym. He just goes and does horseback, and that's his leg training. So you know that boy cannot get rocked. He's got balance. I don't think these are real. I think these are like outdated.
It's not gonna be the same, you know.
On that, those counters, and he's gonna clip. He's gonna be clipping Mbilli hard. Let's look at this. And by the way, I'm using a laptop, so I'm not gonna be as quick as I want to be.
El de Sangre Maya.
Martinez and the big.
This is what
these gentlemen in Cameroon and Guatemala, respectively. Lester Martinez and the big old trunk.
Canelo's gonna do similar to what Lester Martinez.
In yellow.
Martinez. He's gonna be putting that high guard up, and Mbilli's gonna be doing the like you see him doing, like this. Like throwing that
Guatemala, respectively, Lester Martinez and the big old trunks in yellow.
Martinez's chest.
The eyes never lie, brother.
Bow and arrow when he throws the left hand, Dredge.
Yeah, this is what kind of night this is gonna be.
Mbilli is imposing his strength.
Punches. Look at how wide open he is when he throws some crazy punches. Canelo's gonna counter him.
Martinez slipping off the
ropes. Are coming back because Martinez is throwing and he's throwing hard.
Good hit. And a left hook from Mbilli, back and forth just as training partner, but as human being.
It's just an issue, it looks like.
That's a good call, John. Even though
that's what Mbilli's going to be trying to do. He's going to try coming up against Canelo. Canelo's just going to be jabbing him against the bag ropes. And Mbilli's going to try
the fight is.
Mbilli might even get Martinez.
But thus far, Martinez is not.
To see what Mbilli's doing, like all that Mike Tyson crap. Canelo's going to be ready for that because he's been studying Mbilli.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure all my footage is up good. That's just how it is. That's how it's gonna be. Canelo's gonna be so ready for Mbilli.
The Cameroonian Christian Mbilli take
out. He's gonna be doing all that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canelo's just gonna jab him.
Round
and
one.
Gonna push Canelo.
But Martinez is a dangerous puncher.
Right, and that back foot his whole career.
Nice upper cut by Martinez.
Yeah. And you saw Martinez just counter Mbilli, and Mbilli was kind of shook for a little bit. But then Mbilli kept on going up on the front foot. That's kind of what he's gonna be doing against Canelo. He's gonna push Canelo. Canelo's gonna counter him. Mbilli's going to get shook a little bit. But then Mbilli's just going to be like, alright, I need to keep pushing forward. Because that's all Mbilli knows. It's how to push forward.
Shot by Martinez.
Intention to spin Mbilli onto the ropes, but Mbilli throws the left.
I think all the rounds in this fight, Mbilli came forward, even when he was tired. I think that's what's going to mess him up. Because he's going to come in a lazy, tired shot, and Canelo's going to rock him. Sometimes he went back. Yes, that's the truth, man. That is the God-honest truth. Yes, bro. Canelo is going to rock him. He's going to come in tired, and that's what Canelo is wanting. And that's why Canelo's training his conditioning.
And see what the right hand does. It comes back.
Uh-oh, I'm lagging.
To spin Mbilli onto the ropes, but Mbilli throws the left hand. And see what the right hand does. It comes back.
Mbilli now rips the body. Nice combo.
You think getting
He goes for the body.
ready.
Boom. You saw him just go for the body. And look how open he is. When he goes for that body, Canelo's he's gonna stay in that guard. And then he's gonna wind up with that left hook. And then Mbilli's gonna
For Canelo?
If you don't want your wife dreaming of a younger man as you get old, listen to what this chick says. It's not what your doctors...
See the body punches that he throws?
Crawford ready for Canelo?
His guard is when he throws some body punches.
I mean, he's
again I
ready for Canelo?
Bro. I feel bad for Mbilli, bro. I feel bad in advance for Mbilli, bro. Because Mbilli's going to be doing that same thing against Canelo. Look at this, bro. You think Canelo's going to let that slide, bro? You think Canelo's just going to see Mbilli going like that and not do anything? Nah, bro. Canelo's going to be backing up. And he's going to counter with the right uppercut. He can do whatever. He's got a whole arsenal. And Mbilli's just got that little body flurry. He's got maybe the 1-2. He's got the left hook, the right hook. Canelo's got sound defensive counters. He's got rolls and stuff. He knows how to use his head movement. And Mbilli just goes like this. Canelo knows when exactly to pull back and throw that right uppercut. He knows exactly when to time it.
I mean, these shots are concrete first.
Martinez, the more technical.
Different things that Mbilli is not. Mbilli is
neither one of these guys.
Thrown by Mbilli here early on.
Martinez ain't getting hurt by him. Martinez like, heck no, I want more.
Back with round 2.
Willie, my guy, bro. Canelo's gonna beat the crap out of him, bro.
Charlie Sheen now playing only
electric.
Yo, that's my guy Willie, bro. Dude, Canelo's gonna kill him, bro. Hold on, I want you to look at this. I want you to just
things that,
bro. Just look at this, bro. Come on.
Mbilli now rips the body. Nice combo.
You think getting Crawford ready for Canelo?
Bro, look how wide open he is, bro. If Mbilli tries doing that against Canelo, bro, Canelo ain't letting that slide, dude. Canelo's gonna fire that left hook so fast, bro. And Mbilli's gonna get shook. And Mbilli's gonna end up getting more gas because he's getting hit more by Canelo. Cleaner. Because Martinez did hit Mbilli. I think Martinez hit Mbilli a lot more than Mbilli hit Martinez. But Martinez didn't counter him accurately. Canelo's such an accurate counterpuncher that he's going to hit Mbilli and he's going to rock him. And he's going to get a lot of wear and tear over these rounds. A lot of wear and tear. Because, you know, he's going to get rocked by Canelo, but he's going to be like, all right, I got to keep pushing forward. That's all Mbilli knows how to do is push forward. And he's falling right into the trap of Canelo. And Canelo's just going to just be like, all right, come on then. Bam, right uppercut. Bam, left hook. He's going to keep on tagging Mbilli. And Mbilli's going to be like, oh, I got to keep punching. He's going to do all that Mike Tyson crap that's not going to work against Canelo because Canelo is so defensively sound. He knows where to put his hands to block. And Canelo's just going to, bam, keep on tagging him. Bam, keep on tagging him. And eventually, he's going to get tagged by one of these punches by Canelo. And Mbilli's going to be on the back foot. And if you saw him fight Sergey Derevyanchenko, when Derevyanchenko rocked Mbilli, and all Mbilli knew how to do was this. Oh, I'm hurt. He tried to weave. And Canelo's just going to bam, bam. We're going to see prime Canelo again. Because in these past fights, we've seen Canelo go up against these super middleweight fighters that all they knew how to do is back up. They backed up. Canelo couldn't get his punches and bunches in because the fighters were just running away from him. Like when he went up against William School. Yeah, it's so funny how people say he's going to knock him out, bro. That's stupid, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Gennady Golovkin couldn't even knock him out, bro. Gennady Golovkin would wipe the floor with Mbilli. Mbilli gonna be looking like Kirkland. Dude, we were just watching the Kirkland fight earlier, bro. We can run it back. I was literally showing my viewers, like, this is exactly how Mbilli is gonna look. And, bro, you literally predicted it. You literally knew, bro. Dude, Canelo is gonna rock the crap out of Mbilli. And I don't know if it's gonna be, like, an exact knockout, but I think Mbilli's gonna get knocked down a couple times in this round. And it's eventually gonna lead to a stoppage, I think. A ref stoppage. The ref is going to see Mbilli getting tagged by Canelo. Punches and bunches. And the ref's going to stop the fight, I think. Bivol couldn't even knock him out. And Bivol's a light heavyweight, bro. Bivol would kill Mbilli. Bivol would literally silence Mbilli from the face of the planet. What do you think Canelo's going to do, bro? Because he's walking right into Canelo's trap. Canelo's going to kill him. Canelo's going to kill him. Oh, my gosh, bro. But look at this.
I mean, these shots are...
Bro.
I mean, these shots...
Where is your guard? Where is your guard, bro? What are you doing?
Canelo,
oh my god.
First.
Martinez, the more technical, different things that...
I have my mind on the main event. Usually, higher the stakes, the more...
Necessarily the approach
channel than his fighter.
He's good, but he's going to get tagged by the Canelo jab. He's
got to figure that
start showing up with that guard again.
And a right.
And Mbilli doesn't like to... He doesn't like to go in the clinch. Mbilli doesn't like to clinch. Canelo don't like to clinch either. This is going to be a war. Then Mbilli's going to lose bad. He's going to lose this war bad. Where the frick is his guard, bro? Guard! Head movement, son!
And
it's like anything, but it just starts to wear you down. It starts to...
Right from the opening bell.
Lester Martinez tonight. Not just
because... He's going to start getting tagged up. And Canelo will wipe Martinez, bro.
Things, but Mbilli is walking through it.
Mbilli rips the body, 90 seconds to go round.
The body, and that's not the first one this round. Martinez.
Why do we look like a crying baby, bro? And where's your guard, bro? When Mbilli keeps on going like that, that's what, like, look at Martinez. Dude, Martinez.
First one this round, Martinez. I mean,
excellent. Right over the top, bro. When Mbilli, if Mbilli starts doing this crap against Canelo, Canelo just gonna go. He ain't gonna let you just stand there, bro. He's gonna piece you up, and Mbilli's gonna try and fire back. Canelo's just gonna keep on weaving.
In these moments, even though there's not a lot of
body punches, bro. Bro, you can't do that against a veteran Canelo, bro. You can't do that against him. You seriously cannot do that. You try doing that against a veteran Canelo? Canelo is going to see them openings. Okay? And he's going to fire back. And Mbilli's just not going to be able to handle the counters. He's eventually going to get worn down by them counters. He's going to get gassed. And Canelo's going to end up dropping him. He's going to end up dropping him so bad. Liam Smith is also a good one. Liam Smith also kind of fights like Mbilli. So it'd be a good Canelo thing to study.
In these moments, even though there's not a lot of time to do so, you have to.
Martinez,
nice one in the air tonight.
Martinez, his punches didn't hurt Mbilli a lot because he punched like he was gassed.
First round, guys. That's the third.
Punched like short punches. Canelo is going to wind up that left hook so bad. And it's going to hurt.
Round two.
Brother, I think it's just something in the air.
Something in the air, not tonight.
Well, Mark Ramsey has his hands cut out, to say the least.
Yeah.
He's speaking.
Can't be doing this crap against him.
He's able to push, exchange with you punch for punch, but with the physicality because of how he's pushing Lester.
By the end of this fight, Lester Martinez, he didn't even look bothered. He didn't even look hurt. His face wasn't even swollen. This dude's face was swollen.
Martinez. Oh,
I have a feeling it might go in the middle of the ring one time.
Billy over the top. Martinez counters.
Traded on.
For guys to be throwing.
He's gonna be punching a lot harder.
This many punches.
You see the accuracy for Mbilli early on.
For Canelo's next KO, bro.
Combinations and the combinations that you're throwing so you don't fade up.
Is it laggy? He didn't even look hurt. His face wasn't even swollen. This dude's face was swollen. Bro, it's so laggy. For Canelo's next KO, bro. We're gonna have to fix that. Let me turn off these captions, bro.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh! Hold on. Willie, if you though, bro.
Really unfazed by the big light on your feet, just walk. And then when you get in position,
had he stepped off at that point, maybe he could do it again.
You think you have to be
good right hand.
Bro, come on now. What are we doing?
Good right hand.
See, when Mbilli throws combinations, bro, he's so open, bro. Canelo's going to wait for a moment like that. And he's going to clip him. And Mbilli's going to feel it. I mean, the first few times he gets clipped, like maybe in the early rounds, Mbilli might win a couple of the early rounds because Canelo's trying to adjust. Once Canelo adjusts and sees your pattern in real time, Canelo's going to see that. He's going to get you good. This dude is so locked in, bro. That dude is mega locked, bro. Holy crap. Look at the ref, bro. Alright, back to it.
Yeah, do it.
Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Mia Goff, and all of it. Round 6, Christian Mbilli.
throw your jab. Can you give me 2 jabs? Throw a combination. We're gonna be a lot safer, give up less points, less punishment, and we're gonna. And if I'm in the corner of Mbilli, I might tonight.
From the opening bell is when you decide you're gonna keep up that kind of intense pressure on.
Mbilli's got a
Here for the moment psychologically.
But Mbilli can't take these. Yeah, bro. He's going to go 3 times undisputed. This is going to be it, bro. He's going to snatch that WC belt from Mbilli. He's going to make Hamza Sheeraz and Ozzy Iglesias fight. And to be honest, I think Sheeraz is going to get that. He's going to fight the winner of that fight. And then he might have a rematch with Munguia because Munguia is the WBO champ. Canelo versus Munguia, too, in the same camp. Wow. That's
he can be.
Good 3 Martinez, and the numbers are just one angle, but they do suggest that Mbilli is landing.
The heavier shots are landing.
Yep.
I think Mark's supposed to change in the other guy.
Watch your head, watch your head. Fight like this one night, and it's going to tell on you what you did well.
For boxing glory, they've never had an Olympic medalist nor a world champion.
Distance, I think it's a more dangerous fight when they're in close. Tensions.
November 7th. We resume the action.
Martinez. I'm not complicating things. I'm just step around, and when he
looked like there was a step around a moment ago.
Same thing, but I just don't think he's gonna listen.
Finding patterns.
Why do I keep pausing at these freaking angles, bro? This is how Mbilli's gonna be looking against Canelo. What's that?
That's what Thumbs does when he jumps off the bed.
Yeah. You gotta stop his momentum.
Yeah. You want to get up and catch him at the door? Yeah.
I'm live right now. I got a few viewers. We're breaking down Canelo and Mbilli. Yeah.
Hello. Canelo. I'm gonna put her up on the couch just to keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Yo, Canelo.
You got Canelo in this fight?
Canelo. Canelo, all the way.
Oh yeah, all the way. Viva Mexico, cabrones!
What's impressive?
He's gonna listen.
Finding pattern.
She's got to be a Canelo fan of this house.
What's impressive to me is that nothing ever changes. You're never in the least discouraged.
Yes, it was. 6% for Martinez.
So bad, bro. He's gonna clip him so bad, dude. I just can't wait, bro. I just can't wait. But the thing is, we haven't seen Canelo fight punches and bunches. When Canelo fights now, he's a one and done. He likes to bam, throw them big punches, bam, like one at a time to break you down. And he hasn't had a chance to throw them punches heavy or throw a lot of those punches because all of his opponents would run away from him. But now we have a chance to see Canelo start piecing Mbilli up and throwing them combinations heavy. It's gonna be bad, my brother. It's gonna be bad. Dude, I actually can't wait to see Canelo, bro. And like, he's so sloppy, and it's only round 6.
What it's worth.
Because he's doing some good subtle work on these
in boxing. This is why you dedicate yourself and you fall in love with it.
I'll tell you, someone who's not getting cheated.
And when Canelo catches Mbilli and sees him, he's gonna go all in for Mbilli. He's gonna just keep on punching him. And Mbilli's not gonna.
Right now, are the fans.
You're confident to bite on that gum shield and go to work.
Taking off their shots at mid-range. These guys are catching each other.
Oh, short uppercut late for Martinez.
I'm so excited, bro. Willie, dude. Oh my days, dude. Willie, we gotta meet up, bro. We have to. We have to meet up. It's not we might have to. It's we must, bro. I am having a Canelo watch party October 31st. Halloween night, bro. Trick-or-treaters, bro. I'm gonna invite all the trick-or-treaters, bro, to watch Canelo give this belt, bro. I'm gonna be like, yo, you can have some candy. You also want some Canelo too? And I have like 80 trick-or-treaters in here watching Canelo give belt. Mark my words. Nah, I'm not gonna have all them people in here. I might have like 4 or 5 friends over. It's gonna be crowded, but it's gonna be freaking fun.
The superstar Terrence Bud Crawford.
At all, anywhere. Hey, I might be in store for one of these later on.
To extract the belt away from Christian Mbilli.
The question now is Mbilli bullying him backwards. He should get them up.
10-9 rounds the way boxing is scored.
Without Canelo's just gonna do that pullback. Like
10-9 rounds the way boxing is scored.
Canelo does that too. He'll be like, whoosh. It's just gonna waste his energy.
Without picking.
Slightly, yes.
Look at how
he doesn't
gassed Mbilli is, bro. Because he's getting clipped a lot more. When he gets clipped by Canelo, he's gonna feel it a lot more.
Much like right there. It's a good opportunity, a good body punch. He doesn't really throw sustained attacks. It's really a beautiful thing for all the fighters at home.
Hurt him in the body and you stayed right there.
Big shots landed a moment ago. Not the case tonight. These gentlemen came in a combined 48-0.
Watching the undercard and everything's kind of rough for everyone.
You concede that.
Crib, bro. Yes! Alright, let's go, bro. Alright, bro. You go to the party, man. You have a great day. Alright, bro.
Of course, Bud Crawford watching.
Canelo's gonna wipe the floor with Mbilli.
Lester Martinez would just step around and get some angles. He would change the...
This fight ain't easy.
Not easy. Always.
Right. But I Skipper's scorecard. Like, it's an even issue.
Canel's gonna clip him a whole lot worse. I'm actually like, I kind of feel bad for Mbilli in advance, bro. It's so bad, bro. This is him going to make it.
When Saturday rolls around, I don't want to jump through hoops to watch college football. Good thing DirecTV makes it easy to keep up with my favorite college teams. No hopping between.
All right, let's go, bro.
Okay, guys.
¿Por qué está bien? This is him.
All right.
Es lento, ¿eh?
He's slow, huh?
Es lento.
He's slow.
Tiene un movimiento peligroso.
He's got one dangerous movement. When you throw that left, he's catching it. You jab him and he wants to go in to get that uppercut. He's got a good uppercut, good left hand. Don't announce that jab. Don't fall asleep on it. Just because you hit him 1, 2, 3 times, maybe he's going to move and he's going to want to get in and get you. Work that jab.
There goes two. There goes two.
Autism. I love autistic. Obviously, people are children of God just like I'm a children of God. I'm not going to look at them any different, you know. I'm going to look at them like my family.
Liam Smith defending his title for the third
because my Lord has called me to love everybody, so I'm going to love everybody.
time. He won it in October 2015, has made 2 successful title defenses, but this, the toughest fighter he's ever been in the ring with, no doubt about it. As Canelo, true to form, works downstairs and then comes upstairs and is now starting to be a little bit more active.
Mixing it up nicely. That's what happens when you have that type of guard. That earmuff defense, I like to call it, of Smith. You give your opponent
I'm making sure everything's going good.
a target to hit. And as long as you're blocking them, if you're Canelo Alvarez, you're going to keep punching away. Punching at the gloves, the elbows, the shoulders, forearms, whatever.
It's going to be bad, bro. It's going to be really bad. But alright, guys. I'm going to end it here. I might get back to it tonight. We might talk a little bit more about it, or you might even see me training a little bit, because as you can see, I'm a boxer myself. I got my training equipment. You see my speed. Actually, hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit, bro. Hold on, guys. I'm getting there. I just got this streaming platform, so I'm trying to get used to it. But as you can see, I have an aqua bag. I have a reflex bag. You can see it like right there a little bit. And I have a speed bag. And I also have a punching dummy. You can see the punching dummy right there too. So you might be seeing my training clips a little bit. But alright, guys. I love you guys. Verse of the day, Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. All these things will be added unto you. In everything you do, in everything you say, and in every goal you strive towards, glorify God. Seek him first, above all things, and he will work out everything you need. And he will grant you his eternal life. And he will bless you and encourage you all the days of your life. He will watch over you, because he is the all-powerful creator.